Philip, I think it's probably about time that we transitioned into season 2 of the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Season 2?
I mean, what are we on, like 35 episodes?
Yeah.
That's quite a bit for season 1.
Yeah, I just feel like season, like a second season, you know what happens in the second season?
What?
Like, basically every time, like, it just gets bad.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm sure there are plenty of great things that the second one is better than the first.
Yeah, like, name one thing that the sequel's better at.
Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, okay. All right. So you got me there.
Okay. The Dark Knight.
Oh, okay.
However, I like it equally, but most people say The Dark Knight's better than Batman Begins.
Okay. All right. So, but here's the thing. If we are going to do a second season, here's what we got to do.
Okay.
We got to make it like just enjoyable enough that everybody still listens.
Okay.
But they just know that it's not as good.
Oh, I see.
So like we have like really great humor. So we'll just like kind of make it a little bit funny every once in a while.
Okay. But you're saying it might kind of lose its mojo.
Yeah. But people will still give us money.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's really what we got to do. Less work for us.
Okay.
Maybe. So I think I'm on board, actually, now that you say it.
Okay, so what I'm saying is like, yeah, I think we're on the same page. We do a second season, but nothing new.
Nothing new.
More of the same.
More of the same, and maybe a little bit worse.
Yeah, a little less than what we had.
A little less work that we put into it.
That's great. That way we don't have to spend so much time, putting so much time and effort into this thing and not getting hardly any recognition other than a few things here and there.
Yeah. I think I might start typing. Just typing.
Typing?
I'm not going to speak anymore. I'll just type it out.
Like type
like
it.
Say,
what are those things called?
It'll be like Siri. I'm like, hello, my name is Philip.
Talk a text. What are those things called? Type a text or?
I don't care.
Okay, so our show. What's something that we can compare it to then, if we're going to be going down this way?
I don't know, like maybe Stranger Things? Hello, my name is Philip. My name is Philip Otterday.
And my name is Daniel Cardiff.
Today, we are going to.
Hey, it's not season 2 yet.
Oh,
it's not season
you're right.
2
Okay.
Yet.
Well, I kind of want to. Let's just start it.
You just want to start it with this episode?
No.
We'll find a good episode to end the first season on. Like kind of a big
good cliffhanger.
Big shabam. Shablamos!
Whoa!
And then start off the second season with a big old episode, and then a bunch of episodes that no one cares about afterwards.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do it then. Okay, so this is Classic Countdown Conversations, a show where we count down
the best and the worst
that media has to offer.
Hey, this one's kind of the worst. This one's gonna kind of talk about the worst stuff.
Yeah.
Sort of, maybe.
It's kind of both.
It's a little bit of
both. So I'm trying to think of how we should go about doing this. Okay, so
here's what we're gonna do today.
All right.
Today we're gonna talk about why Stranger Things season 1 is the bee's knees.
Yes.
And then we're gonna list out those reasons, and we're gonna compare seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah.
To those. Now the problem is Daniel's not seen season 2s and 3s.
Yeah, because Philip has told me. Okay, so let me share a little bit of back insight. That wasn't a phrase that's used in the English language, but so I kind of discovered Stranger Things right before it got popular.
Was there ever a time?
There was. It took about 3 or 4 weeks after it was dropped on Netflix for it to blow up.
Okay.
I watched it within like the first 2.
Okay.
And I was like, whoa. I was like, this is really good and really well thought out and really well put together. And I really loved it. And then it became everyone's favorite show of all time.
Yeah.
At least one of them. And to me, the first season it's a standalone thing. Mm-hmm. It has a beginning and an end.
And a middle.
And it can end there. I can sit down in one day, binge it, which is going to become an October tradition for me. And then I was very skeptical once the second season came out. I was like, they're just going to do the same thing. It's just going to be the exact same thing. They're not going to bring anything new to the table. So I waited till you watched the second season and heard, because everyone was like, you got to watch the second season. Yeah. It's so good. I was like, well, Philip knows my taste more than probably anyone else, so I'll wait to see what he has to say. And Philip told me,
don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. Wait until the third season comes out to see if it's worth it.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what I did.
Yep.
Waited for the third season to come out, and what did you tell me, Philip?
I said, whoops, they did it. They did it wrong.
They did it wrong, and it's not worth
not worth your time. I thought that they might turn it around, but they sure didn't, in my mind.
Yeah.
Least. And we're gonna
explain
tell
why.
you. We're gonna tell you why you dumb listeners you think that it's worth watching season 2 and 3. No, there's reasons to watch it, but we'll get to that.
Okay. Yeah, so this is one of the first times I'm willingly letting someone just blatantly spoil something for me, because I think I'm at a point where the first season is my Stranger Things, and I'm okay with that.
You've put so much trust into me. What if I start explaining? You're like, oh man, that sounds so good.
No, because I already know some of the plot points. I know that Steve gets better, but like I have that knowledge. Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, in my mind, Steve can get better in the future, and that's great. But I don't have to see it in a way that I don't like.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
So let's talk about the first season.
Okay, what makes season 1 of Stranger Things so good? Let us begin.
Okay,
Daniel.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts.
So I think the number one thing for me that stood out when I watched it for the first time, I've watched it twice, all the way through.
Okay. I think I have too.
Yeah. And I think it's the mystery aspect of it that is really engaging, because it's not super predictable.
No.
The first season. Like, I remember watching, I think it's like episode 4. Well, okay, let me backtrack.
Okay.
Another great thing is the characters.
Yes.
Mainly Hopper.
Yep.
Hopper is, he starts out the show and you think that he's going to be that police chief that just doesn't care about what's going on.
Yes.
He becomes the exact opposite of that, and he gets super invested into the thing for good reason too. Yeah. He has a good backstory, and I think it's episode 4 when after they've quote unquote found Will's dead body.
Yeah. Is that when he cuts it open?
Yeah, he breaks
that I about lost it in that scene.
Yeah, like that, and he finds the dead body.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking, oh, what's going to happen here? And he pulls out the knife, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, like, are they really going to show him cut into a dead kid's body?
Yep.
And he stabs it, and it's stuffing.
Yeah.
It's like white, like pillow stuff.
I guess we should have said that they're spoilers.
Oh, yeah. Spoilers for Stranger Things.
I mean, I guess
if someone's listening to this and they've watched Stranger Things, at least the first season.
So we're spoiling all 3 seasons.
Yeah.
I guess you said
I did say that.
Kind of said it.
All right. Spoilers. But yeah, I remember just like, it's okay. I honestly don't care. I spoiled X-Men Dark Phoenix and people got mad at me, and I don't care. But yeah, so
can I just say, I'm taking my shoes off.
I know,
right
I
now.
see that right now.
I'm very, I want to get relaxed.
Okay.
You don't need to cover your nose. It's not like we've been doing hard labor before this podcast.
Just that type of mystery and unpredictability, I think that scene kind of sums it up fairly well. And that's kind of why I like that first season so much.
Yeah. You literally said the first two things that I said.
I'm sorry.
I think within that is like, because there's good mystery, it facilitates suspense.
Yeah.
And like some of that like jump scare, like horror type of thing. So like you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's bad. You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, we're learning with the characters.
Yeah. And so you're like, my wife and I, Lindsay, she like, we couldn't stop watching it because we like needed to know what was going on.
Yeah, yes.
Like, because we were afraid that the monster was going to come and get us.
Right.
You know? Like, that's how that first season made you feel.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the only thing, and I put this on my list kind of begrudgingly.
Okay.
There's a bit of like nostalgia, like 80s vibe to it that I do think in the first season, it's like just enough to make it like enjoyable.
Yeah.
There's some like blatant things, like the bike scene, like it feels like it's going to be E.T.
Oh, right. But then what? She flips a van or something.
Yeah. So it like spins some things on its head.
Yeah.
So I like that. And I think that like,
there's a lot of E.T. in that first season.
Yeah. So I think that I think that's enjoyable and fun. I don't think it's what makes it good, but it is a fun thing about Stranger Things. It's like part of the ethos of Stranger Things.
Right. And I think that's what I've kind of gotten the sense of the other two seasons is that they go overboard with it. I like the first season because there are a lot of callbacks and references and whatever you want to call it, but it kind of becomes its own thing.
Yeah.
Like when you put all that stuff together and put it in with the storyline, with these characters, the setting it's in, it's just like in Indiana.
Yeah.
A small town in Indiana. It kind of becomes its own thing.
Yeah.
Which that's why I was kind of skeptical about other seasons, is because I was like, they're either going to take it in a completely different way, or it's going to be the exact same thing, just more of it.
Yeah.
Which makes it less engaging to me.
Yes.
I don't know if that's true or not going off of your facial expressions,
yes.
I'm assuming that's what the other seasons are.
Yes.
But we'll get to those.
We will.
I also like the idea that it's only 8 episodes. It's short enough to where like it's kind of just like a long movie.
Mm-hmm. Very, very long.
A very, very long movie, but it's not like a regular TV series where, I'm thinking of like Friends or Seinfeld where it's years and years and years. This takes place within probably like a couple weeks maybe, and everything just seems so close knit and well thought out.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Have anything else about the first season?
No.
Performance wise, there are some that stand out among others, whether that be good or bad.
Like acting wise?
Yeah. We have talked about one character from Stranger Things before on our podcast. Joy Spires.
Oh, yeah.
Being
She's the worst mom
in TV history.
Forgot about that.
She's the one. I know everyone loves her for whatever reason.
I think like half the people love her, half the people don't.
Okay, I'm on the I don't. I wish that she had more range.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's
that does. So I'll spoil it right now.
Okay, go ahead.
It gets better in the 3rd season.
Okay. Well,
the 3rd season she changes.
Okay.
But we'll get there later.
Okay.
But she gets better in the 3rd season.
Well, and that that's the thing is I don't know if it was the writing, the directing, or the acting, or a culmination of all 3.
I think probably all 3.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the one to me that is the weakest aspect of the first season is her performance.
Yeah. The kids are awesome.
The kids are great. I love. It's so funny. People are always like, how's Steve your favorite if you haven't seen season 2? But other than Hopper, Steve is my favorite character in the first season. I like that he becomes a little hero at the end.
Yeah.
But I love the teens. That I have a thing for Nancy.
Yeah, you're a freak.
From Stranger Things. It's because she reminds me of Sloane from Ferris Bueller, and I have a thing for Sloane from Ferris Bueller. But yeah, the kids are great. The teens are great, and then most of the adults are really good.
Yeah,
especially Hopper.
Hopper's awesome. You know who I like? The police officer with the glasses and the mustache. And the black guy.
Yeah, the both his little helpers.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. They're a little comedy duo.
They're like not at all in this season, the third season.
Oh, that's stupid.
It's like one scene.
Are they in the second?
They're very heavily in the second.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like when Barb dies.
Yes.
'Cause I don't care about her.
No, I mean everybody cared about her for some reason.
Yeah, she was like a breakout character for.
Yeah.
I like. You know who I like that dies that I wish didn't is the diner owner.
That's true.
That takes in
nice.
L. I know he's so nice,
but that's what made it so good.
I know that was the point in the. Well, okay, so I'll explain to you what got me hooked. It was right as the first title sequence happened. Well, it was like oh man, this is really good. This is like there's going to be mystery. There's going to be twists and turns in this season.
Yeah.
And as soon as he gets abducted and that light starts shining again. And then it goes to that synth music. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm hooked.
Yeah,
I'm hooked. But that scene where they kill the diner owner, I was like, oh, something's happening.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued more so now. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else is great about the first season.
I think we've covered it.
Covered it all.
And maybe as we discuss why the other two seasons are bad,
it'll highlight the first one even more.
So, but let's just talk about it.
Okay,
you ready?
Tell me about the second season.
Do you want me to explain the story?
Tell me what happens.
Okay, so let's talk about season 2.
Okay,
let me
just tell me
it.
the story of it.
Okay, how about this?
I'm just going full on into spoilers.
You ready?
I just don't care.
I'm gonna verbally put you in a journey.
Okay, all right.
2.
So we're reversing roles a little bit.
Yeah.
Right here. Okay, let's do it.
And then I'm gonna do a terrible job.
Okay, it's okay.
All right. So chapter 1 is about Mad Max. Okay, so imagine.
What?
Yes, okay. Mad Max is the name of character.
Oh, that's right. The little redhead girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So she gets introduced first season, and all the boys have a crush on her.
All 4?
All 4 of the boys.
Really? Even Mike?
No, not really. I guess it's really just Lucas and Dustin. Thank you.
What about Will?
Will and Mike don't really care.
Okay.
I guess.
That is it's weird.
Well, which one's 11's?
Mike likes 11.
Yeah, so Mike definitely doesn't care.
You're right. Okay.
Well, but okay. Throughout the season, Max kind of likes Mike.
Oh, okay.
So there comes a little love triangle.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Mad Max.
Is that what the episode's called?
Yeah.
It's Mad Max?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, oh, dang it. I was really hoping that would. Oh, well, let me just read through this. It says, as the town prepares for Halloween, a high-scoring rival shakes things up in the arcade. The high-scoring rival is Maxine.
Okay.
And skeptical Hopper inspects a field of rotting pumpkins.
Okay.
So far, so good. I liked that it was this whole season's Halloween-based.
Okay.
And that's a lot of fun. Especially,
I do like that atmosphere. I like the atmosphere of Halloween a lot.
Yeah, and I think that continues throughout the next 2 seasons, is that it's good at like creating a feeling of like where you're at. So like season 3,
it's like July 4th.
It's July 4th. Yeah, okay. And it's like they use that to their advantage.
Okay.
And same with Halloween. So yeah, that's basically just so it's kind of like they're introducing Maxine and her brother Billy.
Okay, you're right.
Who becomes he replaces Steve Harrington as the school bully and like popular guy.
I see. Okay.
So he's got like a cool car.
So did they just move into town or something?
Yeah, so they moved from California. Okay. And they have like some sort of dysfunctional family. He's super mean.
Okay.
He like tells Maxine, I don't know, mean things.
She's jerk and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that stuff.
Okay.
Classic 80s bully.
Okay. All right.
Hates everybody.
Is he more cliche than Steve is in the first season?
Even more cliche than Steve.
Okay.
And then Yeah, basically they find a pet. They find a little Demogorgon. Dustin does.
Oh,
it's like a little blob of thing.
Do they call it Dart?
That's Dart.
That's Dart. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Ethan named his chameleon. Right. I think. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
After that. All right.
Okay. And Will eventually, he keeps having these visions. So if you remember at the end of season 1,
he coughs up the slug.
Yes. So that slug is Dart.
Oh, that's Dart.
That's Dart.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
I don't know if they like officially say that, but that's kind of what they insinuate.
Implied. All right. So that's the thing is the two things that were left open at the end of the first season are that he's still messed up from the Upside Down.
Yes.
And that 11 may still be alive.
Yes.
Because
so I never explained that 11 is still alive.
Is she in the pumpkin patch?
So she is with Hopper.
Yeah, well that's the thing. He's leaving Eggo waffles for her at the end of the first season.
So I don't know. I don't remember exactly how they introduced that, but they like he like found her, and I guess that they don't explain it. They just say like you just eventually go into his like new house that he has.
Okay.
It's not new. It's like it's an old cabin.
Okay.
And
so he just kind of like adopts her?
Yeah, he adopts her and keeps her a secret.
Okay.
So she's not allowed
to... Any specific reason that it's a secret?
So that nobody can like come after her.
Okay.
So he's trying to keep her safe.
And she basically replaces his daughter?
Yes.
Okay. So does he become very overprotective?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So he becomes overprotective dad.
Okay.
And the mystery of this season is like there's something going on in the pumpkin patch. They eventually like go down inside of it, and it's this crazy like upside down tunnel thing. Okay. So it's like the upside down, but it's underneath the whole
ground
city.
Okay.
There's like I'm not explaining this very well.
It's okay.
But I'm just trying to give you the pieces.
No, it's fine.
So Will
keeps having the visions.
Will eventually gets possessed basically by
the Demogorgon.
It's basically the smoke monster from Lost.
Oh, okay.
It's like this weird black like smoke monster thing.
Okay.
And he it's like controlling him.
So there's more creatures than the Demogorgon.
There's more Demogorgon creatures, but they don't explain like what's going on in the Upside Down anymore. Like there's nothing more about that.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like, the Upside Down exists.
Really?
And like now there's some monster that's coming after us.
They don't try to like go in and figure out how it operates?
No, there's nothing like that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. And that doesn't happen in the third season either.
Really?
Yeah. It's just kind of like this exists and it creates monsters that are trying to come kill us.
That's dumb.
Yeah. And so
that's so dumb.
So the mystery of it is like what's going on in Indiana here, that we have these like what's going on, why is it killing all of our pumpkins? That's the mystery of like what's going on. And
the black mist is doing it.
Yeah, the black mist from the Upside Down that has now possessed Will.
Okay.
And then it's like trying to kill everybody basically
through pumpkins,
through being underground, and eventually it's gonna like, I don't know exactly how it was going to kill everybody, but somehow it was.
But it's killing pumpkins.
And so it created basically a way for all the Demogorgons to come through from the Upside Down into.
So there's a whole bunch of them.
So now there's a bunch of but now they're called Demodogs because they're like little, they're like on 4 legs and stuff.
Okay.
All right. So that's so Demogorgons are kind of gone.
What happens? What's Joyce's?
So Joyce is still frantic mother. Because Will
is getting possessed. Okay.
But she does have a new boyfriend, Sean Astin.
Oh, they're the ones that are dating?
And Sean Astin does basically an awesome job.
I heard, he's kind of the highlight of it.
And then they kill him.
Okay.
Because they're like, well, which is fine. I'm actually totally okay with him dying.
How does he die?
He basically sacrifices himself to save everybody.
Okay. And then like the last episode or something?
Like second to last.
Okay.
It might be the last. I don't remember. But yeah, pretty close to the end of this show.
Okay.
Or season.
But he's a good character.
He's a great character.
Okay.
And he's like
so he's not like a douche.
Yeah. And what's funny is he was like telling Will, like, you need to just face your fears. He doesn't know what's going on with any of the upside down stuff. And so Will does it, and that's what like causes him to be possessed.
Oh no. Okay. So he kind of has a little redemption then.
Yeah.
Because he's the cause of it. Okay.
Yeah. And it's not like he's an outright cause of it. It's just like,
right. Yeah. Okay.
So
so I'm just gonna. So she's frantic mom. She's dating Sean Astin.
Yeah.
What happens with Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan?
So
is she like torn between who she should date?
Steve and Nancy are dating at the beginning, I believe, but then break up by the end.
Stupid.
And so the third season, Steve is single.
Okay.
And then
apparently Steve and Dustin become a little duo.
Steve and Dustin, they like, I guess they must have broken up
somewhat early on.
Yeah, somewhat early on.
Okay.
Yeah, because then they like Dustin becomes his girlfriend. not like literally,
right.
Like friendship wise.
Yeah. I watched a little highlight of Steve from season 2.
Yeah.
And they're like walking on train tracks.
Yeah, it's like
together.
The best. Yeah, it's one of the best scenes between the two of them.
They're like
to do the
best
hair.
friends. But yeah, where he's like, "Don't you tell anyone about this." Yeah,
yeah, and that's very, very good. So I think so if we're gonna look at our list here, mystery wise, not really there.
Okay,
I think there's some mystery. I think that's better mystery this season than there is in the third season.
Okay.
Way less than the first season because you know everything that's going on in the Upside Down in terms of like how much they're going to tell you.
Right. Okay.
And so it's creating monsters. Mm-hmm. It does that. So like there's that mystery, but it's not, and the mystery of like what's going on underneath. Mm-hmm. What is their city called?
Hawkins.
Hawkins.
Hawks. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hawkins.
Okay. That's there. And I like that. That made me keep wanting to watch the rest of this season. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Season 3, we'll get there.
Okay.
So that, it's fine, but it's not enough. The characters are great.
Okay. So the characters kind of get beefed up a bit.
I think the characters are good. I believe Hopper is like still that like
driving point.
He's like wanting to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the mystery solver.
Right. Yeah.
And so
he's freaking awesome.
Yeah, and he like I said, like he has his 2 cops.
His cop buddies.
Yeah. They're helping him out throughout the whole thing.
Okay.
They're good comedic relief. It's good. Terms of like suspense, like I think because there's like a little bit less mystery, it's not quite as suspenseful.
Okay.
And then there's this episode. I forgot about this. So charming 80s nostalgia. I don't know if it's charming in this season. It gets a little bit more insane.
I remember the teaser for this being they were the Ghostbusters.
Yes,
they dressed up as the Ghostbusters,
which is fine. That's like they think that.
That was one of the things that made me skeptical. That was what I was like. Oh, they're just gonna go overboard with the '80s nostalgia.
That was fine because it's like they think that everybody's gonna dress up for Halloween at school.
Okay,
and they're the only ones that dress up.
Okay,
and then 2 of them are the same Ghostbusters. So, but like, there's others. There's the like really obvious thing about this is that there's like a 7th episode that everybody hates, where it's like
where you could like take it out and it wouldn't change anything.
Yes, and 11 basically runs away.
Okay,
and finds other people like her.
Okay.
She finds her mom and all this stuff.
Okay,
that happens in the 2nd season. And her mom tells her where to go, sort of, but her mom's brain dead. Okay. So there's, but basically she goes and finds these people that are
experiments like her.
Yeah. It's just one person that she finds that's an experiment like her, but she's like part of this gang.
Okay.
that kills people that had been a part of that experiment.
Okay.
In Hawkins.
Okay.
And so because of that, she learns how to use her powers more. Is basically what they.
So that's why they go.
That's why they go do that.
But they could have done it just like a gradual thing.
Yeah, they could have just changed that.
Okay.
Completely. Okay.
I heard that episode's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing, and the reason I brought it up is because it's like there's a guy with a green mohawk, and
Are you
purple hair.
Seriously?
And like it's like very like nasty punk 80s.
Oh.
Like
oh no.
and they're like in a warehouse and it's like it's not good. It's just not good. I wish that it was. And you know what? Like I can appreciate that if that's like how the whole show was going to be.
Yeah.
But it was just that one episode and then and then she comes back. It's just like, why did you do this?
Yeah, yeah.
Why would you like waste your time?
Well, aren't there 9 episodes in that season?
Yeah.
So you could literally that bugs the crap out of me. I don't know why that the first and the third season both have 8 episodes, and the second one has 9. You could easily take out 1 to make it 8.
Yes, maybe they were thinking they were going to do 8, 9, 10, and then keep it going, and then they realized no, we're only good at 8.
Yeah, because our 9th episodes suck.
Yeah. Okay. So I think those are our things.
Okay.
It's not. It's
so the 80s nostalgia is more kind of shoved in your face in the second season.
It's a little bit more shoved in your face. Now season 3,
okay, yeah, let's
even more shoved in your face.
Really?
Yes. There's like a whole like, I was like kind of blown away that they even did this, but there's a bad guy basically in season 3 that is like basically Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator. Like, not that he's a robot.
Yeah.
Coming to,
is he from Austria?
But he's from Russia.
Okay.
He has an accent. He wears a leather jacket.
Oh no! Does he have sunglasses on?
I don't actually know if he has sunglasses on, but his outfit is almost—it's like leather jacket,
Does
white
he say
t-shirt.
"I'll be back"?
He doesn't ever say "I'll be back,"
Okay.
but I wouldn't have been surprised if they did it somehow.
I would have been sick to my stomach.
Yeah. He probably says like "See you later."
See you later.
It's like not clever.
Okay.
I don't think it's clever enough for it to be like.
What's his name?
I don't know what his name is.
Okay.
But he's kind of like irrelevant, but like they keep showing him throughout the whole season.
Okay. Do they like beat him in the end? Or is he a loose end?
Yeah. Okay. So this season is basically about how Billy, Max's
older brother.
Okay. He gets possessed by the smoke monster.
Oh. Okay.
And Will got rid of the smoke monster, and that smoke monster found its way to Billy. And then Billy basically so this is where it's dumb, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
This is even more where it gets dumb. Somehow, some way, they don't explain why or how, like, the function of it, which is fine. This isn't a sci-fi show, but whatever. It kind of was dumb.
Okay.
Like, the smoke monster becomes, like, fleshy.
Okay.
And, like, it kills people, and then the flesh, molted flesh, it's like this really nasty, gooey stuff, becomes part of it.
Okay.
And so the monster, if you look on Netflix...
So it's becoming more and more human?
No.
Okay.
It just becomes big.
Oh.
Big, fleshy thing.
Goopy
monster. Nastiness.
Okay.
That's the
Arnold
monster. That's the
Schwarzenegger?
big monster. No, that's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. So we find out that the Americans stop trying to go to the Upside Down, the American government, and now it's the Russian government that's trying to go to the Upside Down.
Okay.
Via, like, secret. There's like a secret espionage stuff.
I saw the scene where Dustin comes into the ice cream parlor.
Yeah.
And Steve's there.
Yeah.
And then they try to crack Russian codes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Does that have to do with it?
So that's So the Russians are basically trying to get into the Upside Down. We don't know why.
Wait, okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
And if it's this, then it's really stupid.
Yeah.
Does Dustin just have this thing that allows them to crack into the Russian codes, and then they so happen to be trying to get into the Upside Down? Or did he get it because he knew they were trying to get into the Upside Down?
What
comes first?
He goes to summer camp.
Okay.
And makes a very fancy radio, CB radio.
Okay.
For him to be able to talk to his new girlfriend that is in another state.
Okay.
Forget which state it is. Very far away. And that radio, I'm trying to remember exactly how it works, but basically he accidentally picks up the Russian radio frequency.
And then that's how they find out that they're trying to get into the Upside Down.
And so they don't know that it's Upside Down related
Okay.
They just are trying to crack the code because they think it's like the 80s, so it's like the Cold War.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to figure out what the Russians are doing and how they had.
But contact. then do they find out that the Russians are doing this through that?
So then via
that's so dumb.
So via the secret code, they find a secret, they're find that the Russians are doing something in the mall that they are in.
That's so dumb.
And then they go down hundreds of stories down.
Are you serious?
There's a secret base underneath.
Are you serious?
I'm 100% serious.
You're not lying to me right now?
It sounds even more dumb when I'm saying it. It's like okay in the show, in the context of the show. I felt okay about it.
That sounds so stupid.
But there's this part that they clearly were trying to make it look like Star Wars.
Okay.
Like there's generals around, basically look like Star Wars generals. And there's
not like stormtroopers, but the guys dressed in gray. And stuff. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's this computer-y stuff, and it's just black with red lines.
Oh no!
Kind of just like Star Wars.
Oh no!
I'm surprised they didn't have the whatever that's the camera thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Or Darth Vader walking in frame or something.
Suddenly Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm getting off track here. So there's hardly any mystery except for that little bit of a Russian thing, and they don't explain any of it. They don't ever solve that mystery.
Are you serious?
It's just the Russians are trying to get to the Upside Down. That's it.
That's literally the mystery?
That's the mystery.
Okay.
And they solve it first couple episodes
of the
season is that's the
So
case.
What's the season about?
So it's them trying. So it's that, and I guess the other mystery is why, what's going to happen with Billy now that he's possessed and the monster. And so basically, the monster is just trying to kill 11. That's the end of the season. Is that it's
so it leaves on another cliffhanger.
No.
Oh,
it almost successfully tries to kill 11.
Oh, and it doesn't.
It does not.
Dang it!
It does not kill
11 needs to die.
They once again close off the bridgeway to
the Upside Down.
To the Upside Down, but someone must make a sacrifice
again,
and that person is Hopper.
Hopper dies.
So Hopper, from as far as I can tell, dies.
No,
but they kind of hint at him maybe being alive.
Of course, because. Yeah, of course.
It is very, very dumb. But here's the problem with Hopper in the third season is he becomes a washed out dad. And is
he not a cop anymore?
He's barely a cop in my mind. He's really smart in the first and second season, trying to figure things out. The third season he's really frustrated because Will and 11
Mike.
Mike, thank you. Mike and 11 are dating.
Okay.
And so he's
he doesn't like that?
He doesn't like it because he's an overprotective dad.
Is that really where they take his character?
So they take his character to be super overprotective dad that is freaking out about everything. He becomes Joyce.
Oh.
And they kind of ruin his character in my mind. He's fine.
So that goes into our other thing of characters.
Yeah.
Are the characters good other than Hopper? Are they
They're fine. I don't feel they didn't add any new characters as far as I can remember. Not main characters.
Isn't there a girl that works with Steve?
Oh yeah. She's actually pretty good.
Okay.
There's a big twist at the end. Steve likes her.
Okay.
But she turns out to be gay.
Oh.
Which honestly,
that's the character that turned out to be gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
I read something about
that. I didn't mind that story plot point. Normally, people just throw in I'm gay, so they can be relevant,
right
now.
And
I didn't mind it because it was she's just a normal person. And
right.
He was he enjoyed her friendship, so he wanted to date her. He's I'm not about that. Now, say what you will about being gay and things, but as a character, she was good.
It was fine. Okay. Okay. So then do Nancy and Jonathan start dating?
Yes.
Yes.
So in the beginning of the third season, they are dating.
Okay.
And then they kind of they have a moment of breaking up.
Of course.
And then I guess they get back together.
Okay. So Steve just ends the season.
He's always
lonely.
single.
Okay.
He's got Dustin.
He's got Dustin. Okay.
Oh, and they do the little sister of Lucas.
Yeah.
Becomes a relatively important character.
Okay.
Because she.
I didn't even know he had a little sister.
Oh, I guess that's in season 2 then.
Oh, okay.
She's not like a big part of it, but in season 3 she's small enough to get through the vents in the mall to get into the.
Are you serious?
Yeah, into the secret elevator, which why there would not be a vent in an elevator. Okay, can I just explain that right now?
Yeah, that logically doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Wow.
Okay, so not a good mystery. The characters are fine. They're fun to watch. That's the thing about
this show.
Like the characters are good together.
Mm-hmm. And all their chemistry is really great.
Yeah, everybody plays their part really well.
Yeah,
and I think that Joyce, she becomes kind of a little bit more level-headed, and she's just trying to she knows that something's wrong, but she doesn't know what it is, and so she's trying to figure out. Her and Hopper, I don't even remember how it works, but they go on this wild goose chase for a while.
Okay,
and then go back into Hawkins.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
So there's that. And then the suspense, I don't feel like there's hardly any suspense it was not, I was not scared at all in this season. Season 1, I didn't want to go to bed because it was scary.
Yeah.
Season 3, I didn't care.
You slept like a baby.
Slept like a baby that night.
Yeah.
Put some lavender on my forehead and
So it's gone in a direction that's not too interesting.
It's not great. It's just it's not more of the same, but it's changing. It's I think that they know they're good at making characters.
Yeah.
And dialogue's awesome, stuff like that. I think it's well shot. I think things it looks good, but the story itself, I think the mystery is probably the biggest thing.
Yeah,
is they didn't keep me intrigued enough with the story of the overarching story. I can tell they don't really know what they want to do with it.
And see that's my problem with Lost.
I understand that.
And that Lost is one of the key reasons why I was skeptical about moving forward with the show, is because Lost starts out so strong.
Yeah.
And I know we have differing opinions on Lost.
I think Lost still had an end point that they knew they wanted to get to in some sort of way.
But they didn't know how to get there.
No, they didn't know how to get there and doing it in 6 seasons.
Yeah. So they just started. I actually don't even think I think they were just making up stuff.
No.
I think they got themselves into too many plot holes and rabbit trails, and then they're like, well, this isn't going anywhere.
Well, from what I understand, let me explain to you why Lost is good and that ABC ruined it and not the writers. So Lost wanted only 3 seasons.
Okay.
And then
the first 3 seasons are good.
Yeah, and the ABC said, we want you to do this for 10 seasons.
Oh.
And they said, no, there's no way we would be able to write enough content for that. There's only so many backstories we can do. And ABC said, all right, how about 6? They're like, okay, I guess. And so they just made up stuff because that's as far as they could make it. So I think the writers knew what they were doing, and they just had to drag it out for too long. And so the problem was they kept adding new mysteries, and they should have just...
Right.
But, I mean, what are you going to do? You can't not have any new mysteries. Well, I guess you can.
It's like Stranger Things.
It's exactly like Stranger Things.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, I think... I bet you money the Duffer Brothers had the idea for the first season, and then Netflix was like, well, that made us a bunch of money.
Yeah, let's keep doing this.
Let's keep doing it. And the Duffer Brothers didn't want to, give it over to someone else.
Right.
And then they just had no good ideas moving forward.
Yep. I think so too. I think that the man decided that this show was going to keep going.
Yeah.
And the artist didn't know.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. They
and
didn't
they
know
probably
how to go about it.
You gotta make this in 1 year.
And you've got to hit these points.
Yeah.
Steve, everyone likes Steve at the end of the first season. Beef him up.
Yeah. But I will say the Steve and Dustin duo is awesome.
I've watched little highlights of that, and it's great.
Yeah.
But the overall season, I don't want to sit through how many 17 more episodes of the show
Yeah.
and just be disappointed
Yeah.
of the lack of story and mystery and suspense and seeing like Hopper. Like that's the most disappointing thing that you just told me is that Hopper isn't intriguing in the third season.
Yeah, I did not like him in the third season.
And that's so disappointing. He's the best part about the first season.
Yeah. What's funny is overall I felt happier at the end of the season 3. Like I felt like more satisfied than I did the second season. I think me explaining it kind of made it not sound that way.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, I can't pinpoint what it was, but I liked season 3 probably more than I liked season 2.
Really?
In some ways, yes.
Okay. Because Lindsay didn't like it at all.
No, she did not. So, but here's the thing: if you're gonna watch season 2 and season 3, it's good if you go into it knowing it's not gonna be season 1, but I like the characters enough that I want to hang out with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you might as well, and it's good. It's good for that.
Yeah,
and that's fine. I think that the majority of people will be satisfied watching it. But if you're if you know that season 1 was
the bee's knees.
It was the bee's knees, and you know the reasons why, you're going to be a little bit disappointed.
Yeah.
Not a little bit. You'll be a lot of bit disappointed.
Yeah. And that's why as of right now, I'm going to stay far, far away from the second 2.
Yeah.
Even though you've just told me everything, I'll forget them. I know Steve gets cool.
Steve gets cool.
And I know that, yep. And I know that Will is possessed. I already knew that. That's the thing is I already know both those things, and I know that Eleven's still alive.
I
know
what we should have done
all 3 of those things by the end of the first season.
You should have. You should have just guessed what the next 2 seasons were going to be.
Oh yeah, I should have.
No,
it's fine. I guessed some stuff.
Yeah,
but okay.
Yeah. So that was it.
Maybe if they do a 4th season, I'll try to guess what the 4th season is. That'll be our next Stranger Things venture.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
man, you know what we didn't do?
Patreon?
Yeah. Whoops.
Do you just not want to do it this episode?
Yeah, we're not going to do Patreon this episode. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Done.
Cool. Sorry, we asked Kathy to come home from her vacation for this episode, but she doesn't even know.
Yeah.
She won't even notice.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just keep her here until we record next time.
Yeah.
And then she'll just think that's the same episode.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, Philip.
Well, Daniel. I hope that you enjoyed this.
I have a question.
Oh.
Do they play in any of these, in any of the second or third season? Do they play that song from the first Toy Story that goes, "Strange things happening to me"?
No, I wish. They go ham in the second season with 80s music.
Do they?
Third season, no, but second season is insane. But I will say, the original music that is written by a band that I can't remember the name of is very good.
That does the score.
Yeah, continually good.
Okay.
I'll give them that.
Okay.
I'd listen to that soundtrack every day.
You do, or you would?
I would.
Why don't you?
I don't.
If you would, then why don't you?
Because I don't have access to it.
Good reasoning. Okay, well, that's our Stranger Things episode.
That is our Stranger. I hope that this caused you to think a little bit more about what you watch.
Yeah.
And what makes you like something.
Yeah, don't just... Yeah, let's do a little message here at the end. Don't just follow something blindly.
That's right.
Make
except
sure
for our show.
Except for our show.
We have season 2.
Yeah, yes. Ignore our opening to this episode, or else you'll understand our motives. No, yeah, don't follow something unless if you understand why, and realize don't be blinded by nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm not going to be blinded by the fact that I like the first season so much that I'm just willing to ignore that the second and third ones are bad.
Yeah.
Think about it for a while.
That's right. Think before you do.
Think before you do. And I think another thing is, Philip, all dramas have been ruined for me because of Breaking Bad. Because Breaking Bad gets better as it goes.
That's right. That's incredible.
So maybe we got to do a Breaking Bad moments or something at some point. But just think about what you're watching and filling your time with.
Yeah.
And,
why waste your brain power?
Yeah.
Like I did.
Go watch Breaking Bad. Yeah. Instead of Stranger Things season 3.
Read a dang book.
Yeah, like the Bible.
The Bible.
Read your Bible.
Yeah.
But okay.
All right. So I feel like down.
You feel down?
I feel down. Make me happy again, Daniel.
Okay. Let's talk about the first season again. Let's talk about how good the first season is.
What was your favorite moment in the first season?
Favorite moment in the first season? I really like when Hopper breaks into the facility.
Yeah, man, it's so good. That's literally, like, I was going to say how something was suspenseful, and that was the moment that I was thinking of, and then you talked about it.
I'm sorry. I also like it. I like the way that Hopper figures out the mystery.
Yeah.
Like, when they go into the facility, and he's like, as you can see, nothing happened that night. Yeah. And then he's like, he goes outside with his cop buddies and he's like, wasn't it raining that night?
Yep.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, there's no rain on those videotapes.
Yep.
Like stuff like that.
Oh, so good.
I know.
Man, now I want to go watch it.
I'm going to wait till October.
Okay.
Will you do that with me? Will you take a day off? Or maybe we can do it on a Saturday?
We can do it on a Saturday.
And we'll just watch the first season.
Sounds great.
I also like it. The one thing about the first season is there's 3 storylines going on at the end.
Yeah.
And the one with the teenagers doesn't really go anywhere.
With the baseball bat?
Yeah, they like beat up the monster for a while, but it doesn't have any overall. That's true. But I like that scene when you think they're about to die and then Steve comes in and beats it up with the baseball bat.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I like that scene. Another really good point in the first season was where she gets the lights up on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
And he's talking through,
I think that's my favorite part.
And she's like, where are you? I forget, he may say like here or something, and then he tells her to run.
Yes.
And then it starts breaking through the walls.
Oh.
That's a good scene. That ends an episode, I believe.
Yes.
So yeah, and like just watching that first season, at that point you're like, you don't know what's happening.
Yep.
And you're so enthralled. I think she runs out and her ex-husband's there.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's that point.
And then she axes the wall first, and then her ex-husband.
I like the
up.
music at that point. She like walks out to the shed and comes back out with the axe, and the music's kind of like getting.
Yeah.
Even though she's like really old and she can't walk very fast. But yeah, and then the ending. I like the last episode where they're in the where they first go into the Upside Down. Mm-hmm. Hopper and Joyce. And he's having flashbacks of his daughter that are caused by like imagery that he's seeing in the Upside Down.
Yeah.
Good editing and good writing there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wish 11 had stayed dead.
I mean, she's kind of an important part.
She's kind of a punk.
Yeah. I like her. I think she's all right.
She's a punk.
I think she's better in the well, she's best in the 3rd season, actually.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel better. I feel better now.
Okay.
I feel a lot happier now. Thank you. All right, let's end our show now. Bye.
Bye.